Good morning, everyone. So I'm not gonna lie, really exhausted today. I um, am like literally curled up in my chair with my blanket. I wish I had a pillow here that I could like lay on while I work all day. Really intense downloads last night. And if you don't know what um, healers, empaths, teachers, spiritual teachers, what it means when we say we're getting downloads, we literally like in the middle of the, like sometimes it happens to me during the middle of the day when you're hearing the ringing tones or you get really, really tired, like fatigued all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, you're perfectly fine all day and then you kind of crash. It's been happening to me a lot in the middle of the night where I can actually like feel it like tingles all over my body. It's downloads, the energy downloads from the collective, from Mother Earth, Gaia, from Source. It's all of the information that we're getting at such a fast pace to elevate our soul, to elevate our vibration. And a lot of it is information on what the collective or what humanity needs right now in order to navigate all of these energies that are happening. I'm sure a lot of you have heard before where, like me personally, I feel all of the energies before the collective does. I'm one of those people, like, that's why I'm able to do tarot readings for a month ahead because people will be like, well, this doesn't resonate with me. And I'm like, well, it's not yet the month yet. Like, I'm doing it on the 20th of June, but it's for July. These are all, energies for July. So, um, I'm a person that feels the energy of what's coming for you guys before. And these downloads help me to process all of it. Um, and like I had such a push of energy yesterday, and my moon is in Sagittarius. So I even mentioned this on yesterday's reading that every time the moon is in Sagittarius every single month, I always have like this push forward, this fiery push forward. So I love new moons in Sagittarius during Sagittarius season, and I love full moons during Gemini season because it used to be a really super emotional time for me when it would be a Sagittarius moon, but now I'm able to harness that energy and really bring a lot of get a lot of work done and bring a lot of energy to people that need the assistance. And today it's like seriously. I'm like, I really have to get out of bed. It was so funny. I woke up at and I feel like I'm telling this story because I think some of you can probably relate to what I'm going through. I know a good friend of mine can relate really well to what I'm going through. She and I have already had that discussion this morning, but it's like I woke up at like 4 o'clock this morning because I was feeling these constant tingles. It's like this buzzing energy all through my body. And then, so that's what woke me up. And then I was up for a few minutes and then I fell back to sleep. And then when I was supposed to get, when I was supposed to get up at 8 o'clock, it was like, I cannot get out of bed. So we're not going to really talk about the cosmos today, simply because I really did a 3-day reading starting from the 16th yesterday, going all the way through the 18th tomorrow, with that full moon in Sagittarius reading that I did yesterday. Plus I'm super exhausted. So I want to be able to do a tarot reading for you guys, but let's talk about the full moon rituals you can do, because this full moon is all about releasing your past. And it's the last full moon cycle before we come into the eclipse season. And the eclipses it's like this full moon is going to illuminate for you what it is that you need to release in your life. And so I really want you to focus on what it is that you need. And I don't want you to lie to yourself when you do this. I don't want you to be like, well, this is what I want to release, but I want to keep this in my life, even though this is really toxic. And when I say that, it's like some of us are dealing with situations or relationships or people or places or things or stuff like that that are no longer serving us, but we're not being honest with ourselves about it because we want to work on it and put all of our energy into it, even though the other side of the equation isn't putting their energy into it, right? So I want you today to think about, I want you to write down 3 different things. Oh, I thought there was something in my hand. I want you to write down 3 different things that you feel like you need to release with this full moon. And what I normally do is like, I'll light a candle. Usually I like cleanse the air, like I cleanse the area with sage, or Palo Santo wood. So I always use leafy sage. I know a lot of people get it in like the bundles where you can, it's like a wand almost. I get it like in, I don't even know how it's called, like in particular. Anyways, so I get it like individually like this, or I have Palo Santo wood. I know there is a lot of people out there saying not to use Palo Santo wood. Palo Santo wood lasts a really long time for me. So I don't feel like I'm killing any rainforests or anything by using it. I know that everybody has their own opinions about it, but anyways. So I cleanse the area. I cleanse myself and my aura. I'll probably even take like a Himalayan salt bath with a little bit of lavender in it later tonight, just to set the intention of like being cleansed and wanting to release things in my life, right? And then write down 3 different things. You can either use one piece of paper, write all 3 things down on one piece of paper, or 3 different pieces of paper. And then I usually light a candle, and I always have like a bowl of water next to me so I don't burn anything down. And I read my things that I want to release out loud. And I meditate on it, and I give myself about 10 minutes to make me feel like, how am I going to feel once these things are released from my life? And you have to be very realistic and very specific, because if you, like I've given the example before where you tell God, or you tell the universe, I just want to be happy, and God wipes everything out of your life because nothing is making you happy right now. And God's like, well, you asked to be happy, so I took everything that was making you unhappy out of your life. So let's be specific, unless you want everything removed. I'm not saying that that's actually going to happen. I'm just saying that that's what happened to me. I was unhappy. I needed to have everything wiped from my life. It wasn't a bad thing. I'm not complaining. I mean, I love my life now. It's fantastic. There are things that could be different, but I am not going to complain about where I am in my existence. So write these 3 things down, really meditate on them for like 10 minutes, play some music in the background that makes you feel really good. I will put that chakra alignment meditation that I had a couple of days ago. I'll put that back in the description box below if you want to even use that. It's like a 15-minute meditation you can do, and really meditate on these things and what it's going to feel like to not have those burdens in your life anymore, and to really release it. This is how you manifest stuff, right? You actually sit in that feeling and feel what it's like to either have the thing or to release the thing. Okay, and how it's going to open you up and for new opportunities and new things. And then you burn the paper, or you burn all 3 papers. And again, keep the water next to you. Once the fire gets too hot, like normally what I would actually do is I'd burn the paper and I'd put it in like an aluminum or metal pan or something like that, so it doesn't go crazy. But of course, if the fire gets too big or gets too hot, you can dip the water in it. So that's how I do my full moon ritual releases. I know a lot of people have different ways of doing things, so you don't have to do it my way. There are tons and tons and tons of rituals on the internet if you want to Google full moon ritual. And I mean, there's some people that do it really, really eccentric and like have like 20 steps to a full moon ritual. I am a very simple person. I like to keep things short and sweet. That's really funny because in my mind, I heard just like you because I'm really short. So anyways, yeah, I mean, can you guys tell like how ADD I am today? It's crazy. There's so much going on in my head and in my soul, and it's like about ready to explode. It's exhausting. It really, really is exhausting. Cancer birthday specials, Gemini birthday specials are still on. The Gemini birthday special ends on, let's say a week from today. I'm going to end it on Monday. And no lie, Geminis, I'm a little bit disappointed that more of you did not take advantage of this. I kind of have a feeling I know why, but, and then the Cancer birthday special is still going. I'm working on the rest of the love readings today. I'll probably get like another 3 out. I know everybody's like kind of chomping at the bit to get those. And so I appreciate your patience with that. It's just been the energy is whack right now. So, all my other readings are also for sale. So the 30-minute, the 1 hour, and the one-on-one alignment coaching, all of those are on sale. I have them on sale now because I want people to take advantage of them because I don't know how much I'll be able to do readings while I'm traveling in July and August. So, speaking of, Kansas City event, St. Louis event, and the Los Angeles event are all below in the description box. The link to get to those events to get the tickets are all below. Kansas City is only like a week and a half away. So make sure you get the tickets. Okay. And merchandise also. My lovely cups, my necklaces. I even have t-shirts. This t-shirt is not in my merchandise. I just wanted to wear a long sleeve t-shirt today because when I'm really tired like this and sort of like over energized or over downloaded, I guess, I get cold, which I don't get cold very often. It's very rare for me to get cold. So yeah. Okay. I am using the Steampunk Tarot by Barbara Moore. I have not used it in a daily reading yet. I've actually just started, I've had this deck for a while and I just started using it and I really, really like it. It's very interesting. I'm sitting here shuffling and trying to get the cards to come out. Oh, there they are. I knew if I said something, something would happen. The first card that came out is a little concerning. There's this lack mentality that's happening right now with the Five of Pentacles. And I feel like this is something that needs to be released with the full moon. There's that Five of Pentacles card. Look at the artwork on these cards. Amazing. And then we have Justice. And we have the Eight of Wands. So it's very interesting to me because I feel like this Five of Pentacles, I feel like the Five of Pentacles, it's like an illusion, right? The Five of Pentacles is a lack mentality. And like, yes, you may be poor, you may not have a lot of money, but, oh my God, it was a fortune that I got a couple of weeks ago. Like when we got Chinese food one night, there was a fortune that said, something about being poor is only a state of mind. Because you can be abundant even if you don't have a lot of things. You can still be grateful or allow yourself to be like, well, even though I don't have a lot, I still have something, right? So the Five of Pentacles to me is very much like it's a lack mentality. It's a state of mind. And you don't have to sit in that. I understand how the ego can get involved and because, you know, I mean, we live in an Instagram world, right? Where everything looks very perfect and polished. But I guarantee you that not everybody's worlds are perfect and polished. even if you have a lot of stuff in your life, there are some people that have all of those things, all of the material stuff in their life, and they're less abundant than you are, who doesn't have all the things, because they don't have the love, and they don't have the support, and they don't have the they don't believe in themselves, right? So here's the thing also, is if you don't feel like you have the love and support, or you don't feel like you have anybody in your life that you can count on, see, that's the thing to me, is if you have one person in your life that you can count on, if you have one person that has your back unconditionally, you are not poor. That's the way that I look at it. And that's not even a dreamer state of mind, because I've been there. I've been there where I only have one person that has my back. There's only one person that I can count on. Yeah, and then there's the Five of Wands. It feels like some of you are fighting this energy of moving forward because you're scared of the karmic retribution. You're scared of, if I move forward, if I fight this energy and I move forward and I keep going and I do the things that I need to do in my life, what other lessons are going to come? It's like people are scared of the lessons they're going to have to learn through this energy. And because the Eight of Wands is really fast movement forward. It's about moving in a certain direction. It could be communication. Maybe you're communicating and fighting with people right now. The energy is very, very lit for arguments. And all I can say, all I want to tell you, all I want to say about that is go your own way and don't feel guilty about it. I have, after the Five of Wands, I have the Six of Swords, which is moving into, this one is like actually moving from rough wind into calmer wind. It's like in the traditional tarot, it's moving from rough waters into calmer waters, but they're like in a hot air balloon, if you will. And then we have the Seven of Swords, which I feel is the guilt. It's like if somebody in your life will not let up on you and is being really obnoxious towards you, or is not, like I literally want to say, is not letting you live your life, or is telling you how you should be living your life, you have the right to move away from that situation without feeling guilty, because that person is not in your corner. I said to somebody earlier this morning that the ego is being bruised very, very easily right now. Very easily. I mean, you don't even have to say something. Like, literally, you can just ignore a person and their ego will get bruised right now. Like, you don't even have to say anything and their ego gets bruised. So this is another one of those stay in your lane. Kind of like if you, I know a lot of people just want to like hunker down and like not talk to anybody. I don't think it's that serious, but I also don't want other people to make you feel worse than you already feel. That lack mentality, that Five of Pentacles is real, Yeah. And some of you are working your asses off. Some of you are working really, really hard, and you don't feel like you're getting anything out of that. You don't feel that 10 of Wands. It's like you work and work and work and work, and you still feel like you're not producing enough, or you're not getting anything out of it. And again, it's kind of all in a state of mind. I feel like a lot of, like right now, I feel like right now, a lot of it is needing to work really hard towards a goal, because you're going to be rewarded for it. It may not be monetarily, because a lot of people think that all the hard work, like with what I do, like I do these daily readings, and I know that everybody thinks that when you're on YouTube, you're like rich or you're a millionaire because YouTube pays a whole lot of money. that just simply isn't true. You can monetize your videos until you're blue in the face and have all the ads and stuff, but still, like, a video that has like 4,000 or 5,000 views is only $20 or something. Like, I only get $20 out of it or something like that. Sometimes less. Like, it's not even, my point is I do this work because I love doing it and I love connecting with you guys on a daily basis. Sure, it can be really difficult. Sure, it can be really hard sometimes, but I wouldn't give it up. I wouldn't give it up. I mean, there will be times where I need to take rests, like take a rest from doing this. But I guarantee you the reward of being able to reach you guys and being able to offer you some guidance and advice on a daily basis, that's more reward to me than getting paid. I know that sounds really silly to a lot of people. And it's so funny because I'll actually get comments on people, you know, from people like, why are you promoting yourself? Or are you just in this for the money? Like with the love readings for the extended, I charge for the extended because it's an extra thing that I do in the month, right? It's not like a regular general reading. It's an extra that I do. And so like I've been beat down like that before. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because I've been there. I get it. I understand. I do the hard work. I get beat down, but in the end, what I'm really trying to do is just to get the word out, right? I'm just trying to get the advice and the word out at the end of the day. So that's the way I want you to look at your life, right? Yes, I understand that monetary gains and stuff like that, that'll keep everybody alive. You gotta have food on the table, right? But if you feel like you've accomplished something during the day, that I want you to be in that kind of state of mind where the accomplishment is enough. Not even just like, sure, you go to work, maybe you don't get paid a lot, but there was a person there that really needed your advice and you gave it to them. I mean, obviously no charge. You gave them some advice or whatever. That's accomplishing something. That's how I want you to start looking at things. If that makes any sense. I know I kind of rambled on that, but I felt like that was kind of for somebody. And when it comes to balance in your life, I really want you to have your healthy boundaries up, right? The 7 of Wands on justice. I really want you to have your healthy boundaries up because more than anything, your energy in your life, your healthy boundaries are extremely important, right? And so now we have the 7 of Pentacles on the 8 of Wands. The seeds that you have been planting, the hard work that you've been doing, I love this, how this progressed. The seeds that you've been planting, that 10 of Wands, you've been like going and going and going. All of these seeds that you've been planting are coming into fruition. That 7 of Pentacles, clarifying the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is like that communication is really going to push forward and make things start to happen. But you have to believe it. You have to believe that it's going to happen. And I love, love, love that it's showing up this way, because as long as you keep your own healthy boundaries and you allow yourself to stay in your own lane and you keep planting your seeds, keep manifesting, keep planting your seeds, things will come into fruition. Sorry, I'm apparently still getting downloads and yeah. All right, so the 5 of Wands, the fighting and the arguing, that is what's going to keep you stuck. Don't get stuck in the turmoil of everybody else's existence. Just because they don't know what they're doing with their life doesn't mean that you need to figure it out for them. Or just because they don't know what they're doing in their life and they argue with you about it doesn't mean that you need to start believing things that they say. Like, I literally want to tell you that it's not, you don't have to entertain their ego. You don't have to entertain other people's egos, because I feel like it's getting, that Hanged Man makes me feel like it's getting some of you stuck, because you're like, but I don't want this person to be mad at me. I don't want this person to hate me. I don't want this person to whatever, right? Like we got into an argument, and the thing is you can't control how they feel, so don't let them control how you feel. You see what I'm getting when I say that? And I feel like that's the only way that your manifestations could possibly get stuck. Let's see what the Six of Swords is. It's time for you to move from a place of, it's time for you to remove yourself from other people's egos. It feels very like a huge ego death is happening right now. And that Two of Pentacles, I'll show you guys a little closer. The Two of Pentacles on the Six of Swords is like, now you have a decision to make. How do I calmly remove myself from all of this? How do I calmly remove myself from where I'm going? Or how do I calmly remove myself from where I've been without causing, without causing the double, right? And that ego, that karma, these people can make you feel really, really guilty for living your own life and living your own existence. Now, you could have some people in your life that are extremely deceptive right now and who are not on the up and up. So I sort of want to say these people, the people you're going to recognize. I feel like this full moon is going to show a lot of people's asses. I know that's really ghetto to say, but I really feel like it is. I feel like this full moon is going to show people's asses, and they're going to show their true colors, and they're not going to be able to hide what, all the things. That devil is going to come out. And here's the thing is, you can either feel guilty for walking away from the people that show their asses, or you can say, I know my place. I know where I belong. I know that you can have those healthy boundaries, right? And you can say, nope, this is where I belong and this is what I'm going to do. And that's it. Okay. Woo. It's a really interesting, little bit angry kind of a read today. So first and foremost, I really want you to take care of yourselves. Please take care of yourself first and foremost. I know that there's a concern to want to take care of other people also, but the more you concern yourself with other people's journeys, the less you're focused on your own. So really focus on your own journey right now. That's not being selfish. It's being smart. And the people that are showing up in your life that are not in your best interest, it's okay to walk away. Give yourself permission to do it, because you're only protecting yourself. And maybe they'll come back. Maybe they'll show up as a different person later on down the road. But you need to protect your own interests right now and the energy that you have. Okay? I love you all. We'll see each other soon. Happy full moon. Bye.